Ladies and gentlemen, Bloemfontein water is so horrible. I am here to tell you why and who is behind it. Lock in. If you go on the internet and you try to find out why the water quality in Bloemfontein is so horrible, you are not going to find the results. You are going to struggle, but I did long time digging. I dug so much that I found stuff. So first, we are going to start with this article by News 24. So the residents of Bloemfontein and Townsend Mangaung Metro Municipality have been battling with foul-smelling dirty water since Friday. Dek Kotse, DA councillor, said the DA would report the water quality issues in the metro to the provincial legislature and inform the Human Rights Commission. He said councillors had been receiving complaints since Friday, 6 September. Residents were reporting tap water that had a brownish tint and a foul odor, presumably due to sediment visible in the water. Now, here is a video evidence, ladies and gentlemen, detailing what the article is talking about.
Bloemfontein, Willows water quality.
This is in Willows. Brown, bro. Brown. Brown as brown can get. Here's somebody else again.
Amanzi wegiza ke lawo. Abuya kamasipala.
From the geyser.
Amanzi wegiza nje straight.
Horrible.
Yo. Ay Free State ke yanyiwa. Abone Free State jo.
That's what the people are subjected to in the Free State. But you know, like, what's funny is that when you go to the internet and you try to find some story about the safety of drinking water in Bloemfontein when you open your tap. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, majority of the time, this is what you're going to find. Bloemfontein's water is safe to drink. The water has been confirmed fit for human consumption and within prescribed limits. That's 2023. The same News 24 will tell you as well that Bloemfontein water is safe to drink. Bloemfontein Courant also tells us, this is in 2024, the Mangaung Metro Municipality has released a statement to clarify that the city's quality of tap water is safe for human consumption. Here's an article. It says, similarly, the Free State has experienced a noticeable decline in the quality of its drinking water systems, escalating from 31% in poor or critical condition in 2014 to a concerning 59% in 2023. Moreover, certain areas in the northwest exhibit comparable challenges. This is bad. It doesn't matter how you look at it. When you open your tap, unless you boil the water, you are more likely to get killed or get sick because of the water that is coming out of the tap in Bloemfontein. Of 19 municipalities in the Free State, 14 are classified as bad with respect to the microbiological and chemical pollution in drinking water. That is so bad. 14 out of 19. Their water is bad. You cannot drink it. So when you are in the Free State, you are more likely to get sick and die from drinking tap water over a long period of time. Of 96 wastewater systems in the Free State, 64 are considered to be in a critical condition, and residents suffer from flows of open sewage and heavily polluted waterways. Not only does this pose a significant threat to human health, but it is also an ecological disaster severely impacting on animal health and contributing to the destruction of nature reserves. Vibrio cholerae and E. coli have been identified in river water samples, and cholera outbreak was reported in 2023. This is the Free State, ladies and gentlemen. It is unacceptable, and I do not understand why the media is trying to bury this story. Majority of water in the Free State. Water purification, water supply, everything has been mandated to what we call Bloem Water. So Bloem Water is a board with the mandate to provide water services to the southern and central areas of the Free State province. Bloem Water, formerly known as the Bloem Area Water Board, was established in 1991 in terms of Section 108, subsection 2 of the Water Act 1956. The primary reason for establishing the Water Board was to operate the Caledon / Bloemfontein government water scheme constructed to supply purified water to the municipal areas of Bloemfontein, Baensvlei, Bloemspruit, Botshabelo, and De Wetsdorp. The name was officially changed from Bloem Area Water Board to Bloem Water in 1994. Who runs Bloemfontein Water? Who runs Bloem Water? The lady who runs Bloem Water is none other than Dimakatso Morosi. This lady right here. She worked for the Department of Agriculture, where money was stolen. There was fraud in connection to the Guptas. Unfortunately, the NPA failed to prove in court that, it was indeed the case that Dimakatso Morosi did participate in fraud. The handling by the NPA of the case just destroyed the whole case. Then she became the COO of the Matjhabeng local municipality from January 2007 to December 2008. A year after that, she became the head of department of the Department of Agriculture in the Free State province from January 2009 to March 2013. And then after that, from 2013, she became the CEO of Bloem Water up until to date. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while she was still working at the Department of Agriculture in the Free State, I'm going to show to you what she did and why she went to court. In fact, she was exposed by the state capture inquiry that was led by the current Chief Justice Zondo. She also was taken to court because of fraud that she committed as the COO of Matjhabeng. These are the politicians that we are given by the ANC in this country. By their fruits you shall know them, you shall hear them, and ladies and gentlemen, you shall learn to reject them. Morosi and two other government officials, Peter Tabete and Sylvia Dlamini, are accused by the state of signing off on a 2011 feasibility study worth over 24 million rands given to Gupta-linked Nulane investments without following due process at the Free State Agriculture Department, where they previously occupied senior positions. The government officials, including Peter Mbana Tabete, Sipati Dlamini, and Dr. Dimakatso Morosi, are accused of paying an upfront payment of 12 million rands to the so-called Gupta Lieutenant Nulani Investments Company in 2011. The trio stand accused of contravening the Public Finance Management Act, the PFMA, during the alleged irregular deviation from the normal tender process. Dr. Morosi is a very shady character. First, she was accused of fraud in Matjhabeng, and then another fraud in the Department of Agriculture in the Free State province. But instead of putting this person, on the sidelines as far as deployment is concerned within the ANC rewards the doctor with a CEO post in Bloem Water. Bloem Water can't function without me. This is what she said. Bloem Water can't function optimally without me. Despite her having to go to court for all these cases of fraud involving millions and millions of rands, this lady has the audacity to tell us, no. Bloem Water cannot function without me. And for some reason, I don't understand why the NPA always messes up these cases. Here are the reasons why the NPA failed to prosecute and failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt that these people are indeed guilty.
Judgment says the evidence was available. It just wasn't properly prepared, presented. For example, documentary evidence wasn't properly presented. Original evidence which was available was not presented. For example, a witness from one of the banks involved said that important evidence, had we been asked for it, we would have given it to see who conducted certain transactions on the account. So I saw lack of application and preparation.
Irregular expenditure in Bloom Water is horrible under this lady. It is so horrible. In the term 2020 to 2021, Bloom Water, ladies and gentlemen, lost about 2.5 million rands. In 2019 to 2020, they lost 4 million rands. It seems to me that they just keep losing money. They can never be able to retain money. In their business plan, Bloom Water had this to say: Bloom Water is a performing entity which has delivered more than 83.7% of its business plan annually. That's what they say. However, the entity has been receiving unqualified audits for a number of years in a row. The entity provides water-related assistance where required beyond its area of mandate. These are the people who are leading us. Instead of her being punished, she's rewarded with a position as the CEO of Bloom Water, and she's still the CEO even today. 2026, 2029, please let us use our brains and vote properly. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you are notified every time that we upload. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Kananelo Gadimagazo. I'm out of here.